This right here is the brake valve, or sometimes known as the foot valve. This is where you apply the service brake. When this pedal is depressed, compressed air from the reservoirs will pass to the chambers. For example, line coming from here, it will get connected to this, and that will supply compressed air to the front brake chamber. Right here we have a piston chamber. When compressed air is supplied, there is a piston that is going to be forced in this direction. That will move the slack adjuster, right? This is a push rod, and when the push rod is moved to this direction, that will activate the slack adjuster. This slack adjuster will operate an S-cam inside the drum, so brake will be applied. So basically, that is the principle of operation. So when it comes to the foot valve, the foot brake valve, right here we have the pedal. This is where the driver depresses. The driver foot will actually rest on this pedal in such a fashion, and whenever brake is applied, it will push it like so. This is how the foot is applying brake. And there is a pedal height adjustment mechanism right here. Now, when we look at the connection, input is always number one, as we have said earlier. Input is number one. When you look closely, right here you have number 11. That means this is input for circuit number 1. On the lower side, right here, we have number 12. Number 12 indicates input for circuit number 2. So that is how it is supplied air from the reservoir. When you follow this line, it will go back to the reservoir. Here is reservoir for the front brake chamber, and right there is a reservoir for the rear brake chamber. It will follow this line. If you follow the red line, it will come this way, and then it will get connected to circuit 12, line 12. When it comes to the output side, this one will be line 21. 21 is 2 stands for output, 1 stands for the number of circuits, so this will be output to circuit number 1. This will be 22. That means it is output to circuit number 2. Circuit number 2 is usually the rear brake. Compressed air from this line, it will come this way, and then following that lower line, through this lower line, it will go to the rear brake chamber. Right there we have the rear combination brake chamber. It will get supplied from line 22. So, when brake pedal is depressed, when this pedal is depressed, compressed air from here will get connected to this line. Similarly, line from here will get connected to this line. There is no mixing of these circuits. This is a continuous circuit, and this is a continuous circuit. There is a tandem operation. This is a safety feature. If the front circuit is not functioning, still the rear will remain functional. This is a safety feature. If the rear circuit is not functioning, the front brake system will operate. So this is a tandem principle of operation. Input and input are not interconnected. Output and output are also not interconnected. Now, when the brake pedal is not depressed, when it is free like this, these blue lines, they are connected to the atmosphere through the vent. There is right here we have a vent. The lower side is a vent. Actually, right here there is a vent. This is called number 3. Number 3 is a vent. This is number 3. Number 3 is a vent. So when brake is not applied, when the pedal is not depressed, this line is connected to the atmosphere. So any remaining compressed air from previous brake application will get vented out. Similarly, from the rear brake chamber, any compressed air that was trapped in here will get discharged to the atmosphere through this line. This line will get connected to the atmosphere when brake is not applied. Now, whenever the brake pedal is depressed, whenever this pedal is depressed, the first thing that will happen is it will close connection between this line and the vent. So the first phase of the brake application will disconnect this line from the vent and also disconnect line 22 from the vent. Further depression of this pedal will now connect this line to this line. That will allow compressed air to be supplied to the front brake chamber. Similarly, this compressed line will be connected to the rear line as well. Now, the amount of pressure that is going to be discharged from the valve is dependent on how much the pedal is depressed. When you depress it further, much compressed air will be supplied. When you lightly depress it, however, only a small pressure will be supplied to the brake chambers. So the magnitude of the brake application is dependent on how much the foot pedal is depressed. Pressing it further will allow maximum air supply to the brake chambers. If you depress it lightly, however, only a slight amount of compressed air will be supplied to the brake chambers, and that will allow only a small brake to be applied at the front and similarly at the rear. So this is how the foot valve operates. Now, after the pedal has been depressed and compressed air is supplied, if you keep it there, if you keep it pressed, continuous pressure supply will be there to the brake chambers. So brake will be applied and it will remain in such a fashion as long as the pedal is depressed. As long as the pedal is depressed, pressurized air is supplied to the brake chambers. If you release the brake pedal, now the releasing also will have two phases. The first phase of the releasing will disconnect this line from this line. Line 11 will be disconnected from line 21. Line 12 will be disconnected from line 22. That will interrupt compressed air supply to the brake chambers. Then on the second phase of the system, it will reconnect this line to line 3, to the vent. So air that was initially acting on the diaphragm inside the brake chamber will get discharged right here. That is why every time you release a brake, you see a sound of discharging air. You see a tsh, that kind of discharging is there at the foot valve. This is basically because the foot valve is discharging the compressed air that was sent to the brake chamber. So this line will be vented out. That is basically the duty of the brake valve. Now, when it comes to the line coming from the brake valve, this output will also have another line, this yellow line. This another line is there to send signal to the trailer control valve. The trailer control valve is there to control brake application of the trailer. So every time brake is applied, we have compressed air coming into the trailer control valve. So the foot valve will also control the trailer brake by using the trailer control valve. So this is basically how the foot valve operates.